Hello, it's Deplorable Deb. So, I get a lot of things sent to me, and I end up wanting to bring it to you guys, but sometimes it's better that if I read it. Because there's many people that are either hard of hearing, or I have a few people that, are blind. I've had people that write me, and it's better, especially. Now, understand, these are things that are sent to me. So you might find this true. So let me tell you this one. So picture this. Picture this as a play, okay? So we have scene one. The curtain opens. Ready? China becomes ill. Enters a new crisis and paralyzes its trade. Curtain closes now. Here we come with scene two. The curtain opens. The Chinese currency is devalued. They do not do anything. Anything. Can you imagine this? And the curtain closes. Now scene three. The curtain opens. Due to the lack of trade of companies from Europe and the USA that are based in China, their shares fall 40% of their value. Scene four comes, the curtain opens, the world is ill. China buys 30% of the shares of companies in Europe and the US at a very low price. The curtain closes. Scene five, the curtain opens. China has controlled the disease and owns companies in Europe and the US. And they decide that these companies, or China decides that these companies stay in China and earn billions and billions, 20 billions, 20,000 billions, whatever. The curtain closes now. How is this the play called? For them, it's called Checkmate. Let me tell you, amazing, but true. And I'll tell you this. So, 2 videos have passed between yesterday and today. Now remember, this is people that are sending me this. That convinced me also now something I suspected but had no basis. They also suspected. It was just speculation. Now I, or even them, are convinced that the coronavirus was purposely propagated by the Chinese themselves. At first, they were too prepared. 3 weeks after the start of the roll, 14 days, and a 12,000 bed hospitals were already under construction. And they really built them in 2 weeks? Really? Awesome. Yesterday they announced that they had stopped the epidemic. They appear in videos celebrating. They announced that they even had a vaccine. How could they create it so quickly without having all the genetic information? Well, if you are the owner of the formula, it is not difficult at all. And today, we have just saw a video that explains how Deng Xiaoping, whatever his name is, Xi Jinping, gave the West a half stick. Due to the coronavirus, the actions of Western companies in China fell dramatically. China, I just hope, when they went down enough, they bought them. That's what they did. Now the companies created by the USA and Europe and China, with all the technology put in by these exchanges and their capital, they passed into the hands of China. which is now rising with all that technology potential and will be able to set prices at will to sell everything they need to the West. How are you? How are you? None of this could have happened by chance. China, who cared that a few old men died, fewer old age pensions to pay, but the loot has been huge. And right now the West is financially defeated, in crisis and stunned by the disease. And without knowing what to do, masterfully diabolic, it had to be the communist. I added to this that they are now the single largest owner of U.S. Treasury with $1.18 trillion holding, surpassing Japan, an instrument that has seen the most rally. One perspective and analogy: how come Russia and North Korea are totally free of COVID-19? Because they are staunch ally of China. Not a single case reported from these two countries. On the other hand, South Korea, the United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, and Asia are severely hit. How come Wuhan is suddenly free from the deadly virus? China will say that their drastic initial measures they took was very stern, and Wuhan was locked down to contain the spread to other areas. Why Beijing was not hit? Why only Wuhan? Kind of interesting to pander upon, right? Well, Wuhan is open for business now. America and all the above-mentioned countries are devastated financially. Soon, America's economy will collapse as planned by China. China knows it cannot defeat America militarily, as the USA is at present the most powerful country in the world. So use the virus to cripple the economy and paralyze the nation and its defense capabilities. I'm sure Nancy Pelosi got a part in this to topple Trump. Lately, President Trump was always telling of how great America's economy was improving in all fronts. The only way to destroy his vision of making America great again, is to create an economical havoc. Didn't Bill Maher also say that the best way, and he wanted to see, was our economy go down so President Trump gets blamed for it? Nancy Pelosi was unable to bring down Trump through impeachment, so work along with China to destroy Trump by releasing a virus. Wuhan's epidemic was a showcase. At the peak of the virus epidemic, China's President Xi Jinping just wore a simple RM1 face mask to visit these affected areas. As president, he should be covered from head to toe, but it was not the case. He was already injected to resist any harm from the virus. That means a cure was already in place before the virus was released. Some may ask, Bill Gates already predicted the outbreak in 2015. Is that the same Bill Gates I just heard that he's stepping down? So the Chinese agenda cannot be true. The answer is yes. Bill Gates did predict, but that prediction is based on a genuine virus outbreak. Now China is also telling that the virus was predicted well in advance so that its agenda would play along well to match their prediction. China's vision is to control the world economy by buying up stocks now from countries facing the brink of severe economical collapse. Later, China will announce that their medical researchers have found a cure to destroy the virus. Now China have other countries' stocks in their arsenal, and these countries will soon be slave to their master. China, now here is an interesting conspiracy theory if you want. Impact of coronavirus on stock exchanges worldwide within 1 month. 1 month. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 countries. I'll tell you where it's double digits. But look at China. China, creator of the pandemic, has miraculously recovered at only 3%. Has almost more cases, has miraculously recovered, had almost no more cases of coronavirus. The world is now beginning to feel the effects and panic about the disease. Who recovered first? China itself, who seems to be that this virus was a move by the Chinese government in response to the loss of the trade war with the United States. The goal to throw the world into recession. Is the scenario not clear? They are already growing. China bought almost everything it devalued on the stock exchanges around the world. With that, the Chinese became owners of the global companies that are in China, and without the money leaving China. Are you getting the picture, guys? So I'll tell you, when President Trump calls this the Chinese virus, just go back and listen. A lot of us believe it. A lot of us think it. And I bet many of us are not wrong. Ta-da!